And the Canelo fans, they call me a hater because I'm telling the truth. But in terms of his resume, it's a little website called boxrec.com. And if you know what you're looking at, you can look at the opponents that he fought, right? And people say, he fought this name and fought that name. Where did he fight that name when he fought him? He 32. He coming off 2 losses. He 35. Kovalev, when he fought Kovalev was cooked. He wasn't the crusher. He wasn't the undefeated guy. He had lost that.
Who hasn't he fought?
So a lot of guys he ain't fought.
Fought Triple G 3 times. Like
maybe I just know too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like,
maybe I just know too much. From a
boxing perspective, like what's missing from his resume?
He didn't even want to fight Golovkin. HBO pressed him. Made Golovkin get in the ring after one of his fights and call him out. So he had to respond and do that. And most of their fights were controversial. So it's like, Canelo's a good fighter, man. But like, and that's why even when people talk about Floyd, I never say Floyd ducked this one and ducked that one. Floyd had 10 years of giving y'all them kind of fights.
Fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving, man. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, but more importantly, you saw the clip. Shout out to Andre Ward, SOG. You know, he's right. He's absolutely 100% right. So this is about Mayweather fans and Canelo fans, or versus Canelo fans, however you want to slice it. And it's just a boxing thing in general. First and foremost, I had a boxing podcast for years called Cheap Seats Boxing Show. Me and Angelo, we was always talking boxing. So this ain't coming from somebody who don't know what he's talking about. Here's the issue. Canelo is fighting now. And with this Jaime Munguia fight that just was scheduled when he didn't fight Benavidez and he didn't want Crawford, it's a long-standing thing with him that he's not fighting the fighter that he's supposed to be fighting, who's actually not just a bigger threat, but a bigger fight. And then people turn around, well, Floyd was cherry picking and Floyd did this and Floyd did that. And it's like, you don't watch boxing. As Roger would say, you don't know shit about boxing. And this is what I mean. The first 10 years of Floyd's career, he fought. The last 10 years, he made mega fights. And what does that mean? The vast majority of the people that he fought after the Oscar De La Hoya fight, what fans wanted to see beat Floyd. It's only 2 major fights that didn't happen with him. One was Margarito, the other one was Costa Tzu. That's it. So all this other stuff people talk about cherry picking, it's like, oh, but he fought who? Watch this. He fought Conor McGregor because it was a nationwide buzz thinking that Conor McGregor could beat in boxing. That was dumb on the world, but they wanted it. He gave it to him. They paid for him. Conor got his ass whipped. Well, he fought Andre Berto. That was Andre Berto had went on a tear that year because he had avenged his losses, and he was basically the hottest fighter in that weight class to fight. Oh, yeah, you forgot about that. Oh, when he fought Maidana. Oh, he fought Maidana twice. He fought him twice. As a matter of fact, Maidana got the first fight because he knocked out Adrian Broner because people wanted him to fight actually Amir Khan at the time, if I'm not mistaken. See, that wasn't cherry picking. He fought was it Robert Guerrero, I want to say? How did that happen? Because he beat Andre Berto ass. Because they was trying to set up the Berto fight and he lost to Guerrero. So Guerrero became the hottest fighter at that point because of the way he won. But he fought Manny, and he fought Manny way past his prime. He's older than Manny, dumb motherfuckers. This is when y'all get stupid. The older fighter fought the younger fighter past his prime. Dumb shit. But he had been knocked out before. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all loved Manny. You know, he fought Victor Ortiz. And I think Ortiz beat Berto, the first time. And that's how that fight happened. Because that was supposed to be the quote-unquote Manny fight. He fought Shane Mosley. He fought Shane, and Shane was old. Shane just beat the brakes off Antonio Margarito because he got caught cheating the fight before. He fought Cotto. Cotto's a dog. Don't even try. And that was one of the best fights the most competitive fights you saw Floyd in. Dead ass serious. So he fought Canelo when he was too young. Y'all asked for that fight. Canelo asked for that fight. I was born ready. So that's what he got. And he got his ass whipped. And they still tried to, and one of the judges still put it in his favor, which was just, his career should be over for that. So he fought Zab. I ain't even gonna go. I think Zab was before the Oscar fight. I think Zab was before the Oscar fight, but that's where I'm going with this. This is what I'm talking about. He fought Hatton. He fought Juan Manuel Marquez. So this is when he was cherry picking. And Juan Manuel Marquez was the number one pound for pound fighter because he came out of retirement. See, y'all forget this shit. At the same time, Canelo was fighting people. I remember he fought Angulo. Angulo was drained because Canelo was using weight as an issue. I remember when Canelo couldn't make 154, but he was going to fight at 155 because he actually won the 154 title from Cotto at 155. Y'all forget all that shit. Or he beat Kirkland. That was on Kirkland. I can say he beat Jacobs. He fought Austin Trout in San Antonio, and they gave him the first 3 rounds on some, you Mexican, we Mexican, this is Mexican town, we're going to give you these 3 rounds. So you had Austin Trout working from behind, and ironically, he was actually starting to whip his ass. I'm just being honest with you. I remember when he fought, was it Alfonso Gomez? Alfonso Gomez was doing pretty good against him. He knocked him down. The refs was like, it's over, because that was it could have went somewhere differently. See, I remember these fights. I remember when he fought, he fought Amir Khan. People knew there was a weight difference. When he fought Floyd was the first one to point out, you're not about to come to this fight and blow up 20 pounds in the fight. He had a weight clause on him. And from that point on, he was using weight. He was being a weight bully. So people forget all that. He got caught with the steroids thing. I was eating meat from whatever, wherever, bullshit. The Lara fight, you can, he lost that fight. He lost that fight. It's okay. He fought Triple G 3 times. Yeah, he ducked Triple G for 1.5 years before he fought him the first time. The second fight, he won convincingly. The first one, no. He lost to Bivol, of course, but he was supposed to fight somebody else. Then he went on his tear. I'm gonna fight only white and Hispanic fighters because I'm having problems, or I'm gonna fight fighters who got issues when they're having issues. But so I'm whipping their ass. And it's like, bro, you're not really fighting dogs when they dogs. That becomes a problem. Think about it. He just fought Charlo. But Charlo was on a 2-year layoff and whatever. He didn't want to fight the brother. He didn't want to fight Benavidez. He didn't want to fight Andre. He didn't want to fight Triple G. It was other people when he with the Caleb Plant and when he fought Rocky Field, and people was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And in some ways you could go, okay, maybe he's doing something for his people in the sense of he wants them to know that they can beat their quote unquote colonizers. I could say, okay, you got a bigger plan, but here's the problem. You got to sprinkle that shit in. You can't just duck one person to one person to one person to one person. That's not how you do that shit. That's not how you do that. Now he don't want to fight Crawford because Crawford too small, but he don't want to fight Benavidez because what? And Benavidez just beat the brakes off Andre. So it's like, yo, you could have made a mega fight, and that's his issue. He never makes mega fights. He cherry picks and ducks mega fights because, hey, something might happen. Because even when he fought Bivol, he could have fought Beterbiev. Don't want that kind of smoke. And then we get to this whole thing, well, Floyd did this and Floyd did that and Floyd did this. Like, Floyd does not have all these asterisks on his fights like Canelo. Canelo got a shitload of asterisks. A shitload of them. Is he a good fighter? Absolutely. But cut the bullshit. Like, cut the bullshit. He done a lot of fuck shit as a champion. He gave up his belt because he didn't want to fight Triple G, and basically the WBC made him a belt. I forgot what that damn dumbass belt was because they gave one to him and they gave one to Lomachenko. And now both of them motherfuckers don't really have that belt because they got beat for it. Because they were just making up belts at the time. But this was just you're the champion regardless type of belt. You could never lose it. Some dumb shit. And this is where boxing fans, why y'all bringing Floyd? Why is it Floyd? You looking at Canelo like, bro, what about what Floyd did? Let me explain something to you. Do I think Canelo's a good fighter? Absolutely. Do I think he wasted his prime? Absolutely. Because he didn't really fight people. He y'all gotta remember, he fought like Carlos Baldomir when he was younger. When Carlos Baldomir was older, so it wasn't a thing of fighting older fighters. He had no issue fighting older fighters. He had no issue fighting fighters past their prime. He had no issue fighting fighters that were weight drained. He had no issue fighting fighters that were that he could weight bully. He had no issue with all that. But if it's just you, me, same size, same weight, let's go. It was always, I was not born ready. So this is what Andre Ward's talking about. And Andre Ward's not a fucking liar. And I remember on a podcast, I'd be like, man, I don't know what's up with the Mexican fans riding with this dude like this. Because he's doing some sucker shit. And Angelo would tell me, they not. We don't play that shit. We don't fuck with shit like that. And so when you go to the Mexican side, they have an issue with this type of shit. So when his own people like, hey, bro, that's not how we get down. That's not how we get down. This is what, is he successful? Yes. Is he the face of boxing? He was reluctantly the face of boxing for years because he wasn't really conducting himself like the face. He was trying to get the money, which he did, but is his legacy like up there? Hell no. Hell no. So, sorry. That's why at this particular point, I would say Tank is the face of boxing. That's why Errol Spence was basically the face of boxing for a time because Canelo was looked at as a face, but he wasn't the face. You know what I'm saying? Canelo don't fight like Sean Porter. And what I mean, he'll fight all comers. Adrian Broner fight motherfuckers and get his ass whipped. Canelo won't do that. Look at the heavyweights. The heavyweight division, they started fighting each other. Whether it's Tyson Fury, who's an all-time great at a heavyweight, to Deontay, to Joseph Parker, they brought the heavyweight division back. Canelo kept jumping up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, and he went to jump to make history. But the way he was making history, I'm gonna make history over here because I don't want to deal with this problem right here. That's what it always looked like. So I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm long-winded. But Andre Ward is not lying, man. But tell me what you think. Same thing with this PBC thing. Right, let me get out of the deal. You got two mega fights you could have made. One with Benavidez and one with Crawford. I don't want to hear that dumbass shit you talking. You don't. You want the money, but you don't want the smoke. But I'm done, man. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.